I love this.
We Calgarians take pride in our work, in our outdoor spaces, and we put a lot of time and effort into making comfortable, beautiful homes.
Can't wait.
We also love our water features.
Beautiful.
And that's where we come in.
From crazy indoor water features to crafting your own outdoor nature paradise.
That's what we do. Join us as we show you what you can have with some imagination,
Heavy machinery,
and skillful hands.
we are Water by Design.
This client was a referral from one of her neighbors and personal friends, so we always love these kind of projects.
You get that reference of hard work and quality, and then you build out from there, right?
We're out day one at our watermark project. 2 water features on this project. We got a bubbler feature that's going to be going in the front yard. Ultra custom. They wanted something like beautiful and contemporary, but they didn't want a lot of flow. Also, Pooja, it was very important to her the way the water flowed. It had to flow towards the door, towards the entrance of the home.
And again, the other challenge too, the footprint was quite small, and we're talking about a 10-foot basalt column. So again, it's the balancing act of having enough water to get the coverage, but not splashing out.
We have hand chiseled these columns to create a custom finished effect like no other. When the water falls down the faces of these rocks, it's actually going to dance down as it falls. When we have our underwater submersible lights uplighting the faces of these rocks, it's going to look incredible. They were tough to deal with in the beginning, tough in a good way. They wanted something specific. They're
Knew what
very
they wanted.
particular. They have 2 Lamborghinis. I mean, they like nice things and they're particular and they know what they want. So I really had to listen and deliver. Whenever you build a feature wall outdoors, things can settle, especially on new builds like this. It takes some time for the ground to settle. So what I can't have is my feature wall settling and not being level. When you're dealing with water, things always have to be perfectly level. Otherwise, you get more water coming out the right or the left-hand side, and that's not what we want. What we want is consistency, consistent flow, a solid sheet of water that cascades down into the pond below, and that's the way to do it. It's going to look amazing, and I have set myself up for success for that with this concrete footing. So in the backyard, they wanted the water blade feature. They decided to go with 5. We like odd numbers.
Yeah.
We had the 3 at the Home and Garden Show. She wanted to step it up from that, so we went with 5. Originally, the water feature was going to be in a different spot in the backyard. She decided to move it again because of feng shui, because of the placement, and she wanted the water to feature to be on the east side was very important, and that the water flowed towards the house again to bring luck and good fortune. In Calgary, it's quite windy as you can see today, and it's quite dry. So a feature like this will lose anywhere from 5 to 8 gallons per day just due to evaporation, wind, splashing, etc., etc., etc. We're out there, we're talking design, we're talking placement of the features, and I'm noticing a lot of wind. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, we have to protect our water features from this wind. So the autofill, very, very important. And of course, power, we need power for our lights, power for our pumps, and it's just nice to have some extra power as well for maintenance, cleaning, pumping out, winterization, and our spring startups. Lewis from Cook Custom Landscapes let me use all his equipment on this project, so we didn't have to haul out our equipment from the yard from other job sites. So I used his excavator, his skid steer. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate it. Can't wait till our next project together. Ended up digging a big hole out back here behind where the water feature is going to go, and I was able to find some really nice clay. Got lucky on this project, didn't have to leave and go to a supplier and pick up clay. That would have taken time and costed money. So if I can use the resources on site, it's always better to do that. Saves us on time and money again. So I'm just digging a hole here with the excavator, loading up the bucket of the skid steer, and then I'm bringing it over to backfill the hole I dug out earlier for where the pond's going to be. Once I pack this clay down, and it's going to be really easy to work with, and it's just going to speed things up and make life easier for shoveling out the pond. So we need good clay as opposed to dirt because it packs so much better. You need that compaction, and not only that, once you pack it down, you can cut it out. So you can cut those vertical walls and you can cut those shelves, and it doesn't just crumble and fall into the feature. So it's key. So once I'm ready to build the retaining wall, that's going to go in front of the pond feature, which is going to be the separation from landscape space to water feature space. My plan is to bring these rocks in and then build almost like a semicircle, but not quite that aggressive, a little softer as far as that circular shape. We're just talking about the rock perimeter going in front of the feature and around the feature, so we're using larger rocks. We're gonna lose like half the rock into the ground, but we want those large, solid, sturdy rocks because people are gonna be standing on them, walking on them, everything else. I will probably cut every rock to fit together so they butt together, so it's a solid connection and there's no space in between those transitions where I go from rock A to B to C, etc., etc. I'm talking about cutting them there just so that I get those good connects, so that when things do move around over the winter months and freeze thaw, they just lock in together even tighter and more solid. And again, we just want things to just be as solid as possible. Gotta be super careful. Like if I hit this wall, it would be a real big deal. Here I am making another ripple rock at Water by Design headquarters, Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
I've done a major renovation before, and I met them, and I was just so comfortable with them. Well, this is my sanctuary, and I want a peaceful, quiet place. I wanted a place that's welcoming. I love having company, and especially my family. That's the most important thing. Every Sunday, usually my family's here. And I just wanted a place where we can all be together.
When you have a Canada Outdoor Kitchen, you get more out of life. Add a whole new dimension to how you use and enjoy your home. Enjoy family and friends, and extend your outdoor cooking, dining, and living experience for up to the entire year. Canada Outdoor Kitchens. Dream big, live well.
We at The Landscape Artist have been transforming Calgary landscapes for 40 years, serving this city and surrounding areas with smartly designed creative outdoor living spaces. Crafting your outdoor oasis has never been easier with amazing results. You'll enjoy working with our creative design team as we take your vision from dream to a reality. You deserve a place to unwind, a place to think, and a wonderful place to entertain. Call our firm today for your free consultation. The Landscape Artist, award-winning design and construction.
Welcome to Pacific Hut, where great food and great people come together. Classic Filipino dishes and delicious all-day breakfasts in comforting Filipino-style cooking. Bring your family and come in today. Pacific Hut.
What I want to do before we load them up is just take my chop saw and I'm just going to cut this little bit off here.
Flatten it off a bit.
Yeah, and I think the other ones are close enough that I can hit them with the grinder. What's the best plan? I'm assuming you're probably going to want to get in position.
I'll just nose in somewhere in here with the contact.
Where do you want me then in the low boy? Kind of
Anywhere beside me or behind me there.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just bring one around. Come on. We'll keep them obviously flat for now. And
So I'll hook up to the low boy first. I'll go over here, park
put
at
everything on one trailer?
Yeah. Yeah, it's only about 6,000 pounds, so we're good. Good early start, jump on things this morning. We've got 3 beautiful handcrafted rocks to crane into place.
The little difference again is because they are chiseled. Now we have all these sharp edges, so there's a little bit more planning in how you want to pick them up. Being careful with those slings, those sharp edges. That's how you could have an accident and lose a sling and have a big issue.
They actually have sleeves that go, that the slings go through.
Softeners.
They're called softeners.
Yeah.
Just to protect the slings from those edges, so you don't have an accident, and you don't want to compromise a sling. They're expensive. As soon as you get a little fray or a little cut, they're garbage. You got to chuck them. Here I am, Making another ripple rock at Water by Design headquarters, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Here's the rock. Just cutting the bottom flat now. Just finished putting that texture on there. When we started, it was much different.
So normally basalt columns come what you would call smooth. It's still a rough texture, but smooth in a sense that it's not have any sharp edges around it. And then in this custom application, we actually cut all around the basalt columns, peeled off that first layer, and exposes this dark black layer that also now has all these ridges and sharp edges on it. So as the water's coming down it, you just have so much more action from the basalt column.
It's really cool, and it takes more of a natural looking stone and it makes it feel a little bit more modern and contemporary, and it goes from brown to black. So it just transforms the rock into something completely different. I want to dry up that water and warm up the hole a little bit. Then I'm going to apply PL to my plug and then plug that hole just like that. Things just don't work so good in the cold, and PL doesn't stick very good to a wet surface. So I want to make sure it's dry, clean, and for the ultimate adhesion. Forearm power. This is PL Fast Grab. It's 3 times as strong as PL Premium. At least that's what it says on the tube. I use it a lot because things will actually stick to vertical surfaces with this type of PL, but it's very pasty. And as you can see in these cold conditions, it doesn't come out of the tube very good. So insert the plug, spin it as we go.
And the color, right?
Yeah.
The color's so dark. It's awesome.
Very, very unique.
Yeah. No one else has that.
No. Super challenging. Spent a lot of time thinking about this one, designing this one. Had to make sure it was perfect.
Is your house feeling dated, or are you just wanting a fresh new look? Whether you're listing a property, have multiple rentals that need maintenance, or want to make your home feel new again, with same-day painting, you're in good hands. We love painting your homes, and we have the manpower for any commercial job as well. With a 30-day warranty, 6-point inspection, and a full color consultation, our dedicated team of qualified professionals will deliver the highest quality job. Same-day painting. More than paint, it's peace of mind.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber, here with Mike from Tally Renovations. Mike, how do you tackle kitchens?
Kitchens are really important. They're the absolute heart of the home, so they take a little extra time and care to get it right, because it's really the hub for your family, for your friends, and it's the gathering place for everything that you do.
And with that attitude, that's why I always recommend Mike from Tally Renovations.
Tally Renovations. Beautiful spaces built right. Your experience with Legacy Kitchen starts with a visit to our showroom, where our designers and craftsmen are committed to creating a kitchen that suits your home and lifestyle. We coordinate every aspect of the design and renovation process, taking you from an idea to reality. For over 3 decades, we have proudly served Calgary homeowners and home builders with premium kitchen design and renovations. Legacy Kitchens, we are with you all the way.
really cool, and it takes more of a natural looking stone, and it makes it feel a little bit more modern and contemporary, and it goes from brown to black, so just transforms the rock into something completely different. Okay.
We want to bump it up 2 inches. Yeah, just a little bit concerned about that. How's the level look from there?
It's hard to say.
Okay, we'll get the ladder in here and throw a level on it. Straight up. Just, Grant can jump, yeah. I don't want to like put it on shims. I want it to sit solid. So I'd rather grind it down a 1/4 of an inch, and the water's gonna do it. Okay, clear. I feel like the medium one on the right and then the small one on the left. Depends, you know, you got to think about it from the other end coming up the driveway too.
Which way is the water supposed to flow? Is it
towards the house?
Directly at the house. So it doesn't matter so much that way, but isn't the one kind of more directed one way than the other?
The medium-sized one is full coverage. The smaller one, I believe, is directed more towards the house.
Yeah, okay. So I think it should be on the right.
Let's go look at it.
Yeah.
This is the front kind of here. So
you're gonna twist it.
Yeah, up and in. I think let's get it up and look at it. Yes, yes.
Yeah. I was thinking if it was like this.
Yes, no, but it's going to come like here and down.
Yeah.
So it should be on the right. Then it'll be pushing in the middle. Yeah. This one actually, I can manipulate it. It is going to be not going into the middle, but just a little bit of grinding. It's close enough. I think we can.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So left-hand side.
Left-hand side, right-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, you got it. I'll talk to you and I'll talk to Ryan. Okay? You got to go in a foot and towards me a foot. This way, yes. Like having it squared up will look better. Yeah, let's do it. Those will line up nice, right? Okay, stop. That's it, man. Oh, baby. Stop. Almost perfect. Down. Stop. You lean more into the rock. That gap's like pretty consistent, man.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me go back. I think you're right, Grant. Go down 2 inches. Yeah, buddy. So, yeah, it is really, really awesome. Okay, so our holes are front, back side. We're golden. So yeah, we can just get it as close as we can in here. Down! Deadly. We're in the backyard oasis space here. Super challenging. Spent a lot of time thinking about this one, designing this one. Had to make sure it was perfect. Did a test run yesterday. Once I got the water blades in, before I put the concrete board on the front and then the membrane and then the lath. So already ran it, already seen it, it ran perfect. Not only are we staggered at different heights with the water blades, and I've got 1 2-foot wide water blade and 4 1-foot wide water blades. So those are all different in sizes. The water blades are positioned so that they're all different than each other. So some are farther forward, some are farther back. Therefore, when the water comes out the mouth of the water blade, you get that full sheet down and you have separation. When we ran it, it was windy, 0 splashing, 0 water getting out of the feature, so 100% success. Very happy. Come in behind here, we've got some serious plumbing going on here. Every water blade needs to be on its own independent ball valve for flow control, and just running my main line up and then getting to each water blade was quite challenging. I had to think things through, and yeah, you definitely don't want to commit to that plumbing and then decide after that you need to change it and start cutting things out and redoing it, because it not only wastes time, wastes material, it can really screw things up. So you just really want to think things through, and which I did, and I nailed it.
We can see the drops coming down, and like we talk about the way the water dances, the different sound.
I love it.
Need a truck or a fleet for a seasonal job? Don't lease it, rent it. Shaganappi GM now offers short-term rentals for our entire lineup of Chevy and GM trucks. Shaganappi GM and Cobalt Rentals. This is the new way.
We need to replace our kitchen cabinets.
You've come to the right place.
We have an idea, but
You can sit down with one of our designers. That's one way we try to make your life easier.
I don't want to be assembling cabinets on my weekend.
Hey, the only Ellen you'll ever need is that guy.
Renovating is fast and easy with the help of our cabinet experts.
I love these cabinets.
No longer a contractor's best kept secret. We provide pre-assembled cabinets right here in the great city of Calgary. Get your cabinets right here.
We didn't have to make them so comfortable, but we did. Toto.
How important is your roof to you? EuroShield, your smart choice in roofing. EuroShield, environmentally friendly rubber roofing systems. Hail, heat, wind, rain and snow. Bring it on. Alberta made for any kind of extreme weather. For life. Built from recycled material. Built to endure. Built to cover your home in style. EuroShield, the best choice for your home. Greening the earth, one roof at a time.
Probably the best bubblers ever now, I would
Ever.
say. Yeah.
I mean, that effect is just
Cutting into the basalt columns just gives them such a different feel. It's literally so unique. Like no one has that. People have basalt columns, they don't cut into them. Like it's an insane thing to do. We did it and we've created these incredible rocks from it, and it's my favorite. I still go there. The house is so grandiose and the bubblers just fit it so perfectly. It's an incredible feature.
Here we are at the Ahmed residence. Right behind me is a bubbler feature that we designed and installed. We took our basalt columns, we did our thing to them, did some hand chiseling, etc., and created this wonderful water feature for everybody to enjoy, but more importantly, the homeowners.
We can see the drops coming down, and like we talk about the way the water dances, the different sound.
I love them. Yeah.
The biggest things obviously was trying to factor in where the water was going to be flowing off the bubbler. It was really important to have some of that water flow come down to the house so that they can enjoy it from inside, but always the challenge is getting that 360 view of the water. So it required a lot of grinding up top to make sure that you're getting that full coverage across all the rocks, that as you're driving around it, everything's wet, everything has water coming off of it, so you're getting a great view no matter where you are in the yard and when you're driving up to it.
The house is so big, they got to match up. They got to be able to sit up against that house, and they do.
It was very important for the belief of feng shui that the water flowed towards the house on this one. So the biggest challenge for us in building this water feature was to create the full coverage, yet have the majority of the flow going towards the house for that feng shui belief for good luck, prosperity, and all of those things. So we did achieve that. It did take hours and hours of grinding and manipulation on the rocks. Perfect placement of placing the rocks when we craned them in. Just everything that went into this project had to be executed perfectly, and it was. Here we are in the back of the water blades. Super cool feature, super creative. Had this idea of piecing together, 5 water blades, different heights, different sizes, stagger them. We have light bars in the discharges. We have lighting in the pool below, uplighting the wall, uplighting the cascading sheets of water.
Man, it looks amazing. And you look at those walls and the way they curve and the way everything flows, and it just all brings it into the focal point of the backyard, which is the water feature, man.
Yeah.
For me, it just builds it up, builds it up, builds it up, bang! Like,
that
wicked.
sound too you're hearing, like just having those multiple water blades, it's so much sound.
And
out there.
nighttime, we have the LED light bars inside of the weirs. Okay, so they're going to come on at nighttime and they're going to light up those mouths, light up that water as it flows down, plus the submersible pond lights that are uplighting everything. Like just awesome lighting and just an awesome effect.
And then again, in a project like this, it's just so important to do all that thinking work before. So much time and effort went into the thought of where to place this water blade, where to place this water blade. So just the experience of knowing how each water blade is going to go based on the height took so much
Based
of
on
the
the
thinking out of it.
height and based on the way they taper as they come down, because I didn't have enough space to stagger 5 water blades and not have them interfering with each other, so they actually are overlapped. But as the cascading sheets fall down, they get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. So knowing that coming into the designing process of this project, I was able to cram 5 water blades into this small space and make it happen. And honestly, at the end of the day, so happy with the outcome, so happy with the finished project, and I think we nailed it.
Yeah, looks great.
At the end of the day, these features are just so amazing. They're so different. You get such a different feel from the backyard to the front yard. But for me, that front yard feature is probably my favorite feature of all time. It just, against that house, and when you drive up to it, it just blows you away.
Everything's all complete, everything's finished finally. I know it's been a work in progress, but basically, how does it feel to be here, to have everything done, and to be around the water features?
My wife, she was very keen to get some sort of water feature.
She was.
Made, right? And then we were debating, should we get it done just in the front or should we get it done at the back?
That's right.
But eventually we decided, let's do it properly. Let's get it done.
Best of both worlds. Yeah.
I must say that, Kevin, you've done an extremely good job. Right? It's very soothing to hear the sound of water, to visually see it, experience it. It's a great job you've done.
Thank you.
Right?
At the end of the day, these features turned out amazing. It's something that the whole family can enjoy no matter what your age. And again, I know they love water. They're water lovers. And, the younger kids to the older kids to mom and dad can get out there.
I don't know what else I can say, but definitely I'm very, very, very thankful for what you did, and you've done a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I guess I would just be curious now that they are in place. Do you like the front or the back more, or what are your feelings on that?
Personally, I like the front.
Okay.
Right? Especially in the night when the lights are all lit up. It's a total different thing altogether.
It is, isn't it? It's like a transformation at nighttime when those lights come on and they highlight all the ridges of that rock and the water cascading down, and it's just a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Correct, absolutely.
And yourself, which one do you like more?
I personally also like the front.
Okay.
It's just more out there and quite noticeable.
Right.
The front is the front of the house. It's the first thing you see coming up the driveway or even driving up the road into your house, so we really wanted to make a statement.
You cannot miss it.
No.
It's right in front of you. Kevin, to be honest, you know your job. Right?
Yeah.
For us, it's just a layman talking to you, right?
That's right.
Yes, initially when we saw the rocks, they looked huge.
Right.
Right. But again, like the way you've placed everything, and part of it is below the water level as well.
That's right.
It just fits in perfect with the size of the house, and I can't complain.
Perfect. Happy?
Thank you very much. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Enjoy these water features, and I'm happy you like them, because for us it's more than just a job. It's a work of art.
It's your art.
It is. We're very passionate about our projects, and we want you guys to enjoy them and love it, and I hope we nailed it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we look forward to taking care of them now, always having them perfect, so you guys can always enjoy them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.